hosting me.
Moving on, Agilitas Sports, co-founded by Abhishek Ganguly, the former MD of Puma India, bagged 100 crore rupees from Nexus Venture Partners. This funding is aimed at developing a range of consumer brands in the sports, footwear and apparel sectors. The new funds are earmarked for boosting manufacturing capabilities and for launching new sportswear brands. Joining us now to discuss this further is Abhishek Ganguly, the co-founder of Agilitas Sports. Abhishek, thank you so much for taking our time and being on Startup Street. You know, from Puma to starting your own sportswear company, you're specializing in basically sportswear and athleisure. So talk to us about what you have on offer at Agilitas, and will you have your own brands or will you have other brands housed under one roof? Can you elaborate on these plans, please?
Well, Agilitas is a comprehensive platform and playing in sportswear, where the category is supposed to grow 4x in the next 7 to 8 years. And we will actually invest in right from manufacturing to R&D centers, to design creation, to managing brands, to retail. So it's a very comprehensive platform, right from manufacturing to retail. We have invested in manufacturing by acquiring India's largest sports footwear manufacturer, Mochiko Shoes, a company which was set up 15 years ago. We acquired that in our first deal that we did. And now we will also be launching not one, but 2-3 brands playing into different kinds of price positioning, different brands with differentiated offering for the consumers, which will be launched in the due course of time. So like I mentioned, Agilitas will play right from manufacturing to retail.
You know, from manufacturing to retail, but the sportswear and athleisure market, it's a huge one, but it's dominated by big boys like Nike, Adidas, Puma and the like, right? So how are you planning on taking on competition? What sets you apart?
Well, we're just not a brand platform, to be honest. With the first investment that we did, the acquisition that we did, we're actually, contract manufacturers of some of the best global brands like Adidas, Puma, Decathlon, Reebok, Skechers, Crocs, and the likes. So that's one part of our business, which, given that all these brands want to build their supply chain very local, get closer to the consumer, that is going to grow in the next 5-10 years. On the other side, there is a lot of white space. Today, if you see, India is like a pyramid of how the consumers are today placed, right from entry brands to mid brands to premium brands. And there is a lot of white space available. And that's where we will be launching brands. Now, not all of these brands will be a new brand, because we would also be having long-term license of existing global brands, which we will get to India. And also we are in the process of acquiring a couple of brands in the category.
Right. Can you tell us what these brands are that you're looking to acquire? Are you in talks with anyone?
Yes, we are. I'm not in a position to disclose right now. But again, like I mentioned, these are brands with existing recall, heritage. There is a very strong lineage of these brands, a very strong roster of designs, which we will, manufacture in India and distribute and retail. And that's one part of our brand business. And we are also into acquisition of existing Indian brands, because we feel that long-term, there has to be an aspirational sports brand out of India. Right. And that's also one of our key objectives that we have as a company.
All right. And, coming to the fundraise, you've raised $12 million now. What do you plan to do with these funds? And also, how soon will we see your products in the market?
Well, our second round was 12 million. We had done a 52 million first round.
Right.
Overall, strongly believe that this category has very high barriers to entry, because you need to build manufacturing, product engine capabilities, to retail, to spend on brand building. So there is quite a bit of barrier to entry, and playing end to end will really put us in a great position. And that's why we really wanted to build up our resources. We will deploy this capital first and foremost to enhance the quality of the existing asset that we have, which is on manufacturing, because more and more brands would like to manufacture in India. And then we will deploy a lot of the capital on brand building, launching the brand on strong brand proposition at various price points, democratizing and penetrating the sportswear segment into India. And that's what we are going to do in the next couple of years.
All right. And so right now your focus is on India. Any plans to go global in the near future?
That's a good question. We strongly are of the opinion that if we build something very strong and viable, there is no reason that an Indian company in the sports space cannot go global. So definitely our vision is to be a global company. The timing has to be right. It might be 2-3 years down the line, but we definitely want to be a global company into the sportswear scene. It is the time where we believe an Indian sports company can have global ambitions.
All right, Abhishek, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. We're completely out of time, but we wish you all the best on this new journey that you're taking.
Thank you.
Well,